what should we do if we're doing an experiment?
Always wear safety goggles.
Today we're doing an experiment to see what sinks and what floats. We are going to try all of these different things and write down our hypothesis and our observation. Are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing is a fruit-flavored candy cane. What do you think will happen, Amaya? Will it sink or will it float?
Float.
Float? Okay. I'm going to write an up arrow for float. Let's see what happens. Whoa.
Sink.
Our observation is it sinks. Okay. Let's try the next thing. Ooh, that's kind of cold.
Can I feel? Oh, it's cold, Mommy. You can feel when we're done.
Okay. What's next?
Matza.
A matzo. So what do you think is going to happen with a matzo? Will it sink or float?
Sink.
You think it will sink? Okay. Let's see what happens.
Float.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
Float.
It floats. Whoa.
Daddy.
Yes? What's next?
Glove.
A glove. See, here is a glove. With all 5 fingers. What do you think will happen with the glove? Will it sink or will it float? I couldn't hear you.
Float.
Float? You think it will float? Okay.
Yes.
It floats! It floats! Now, what do you think happens if we fill it with water first?
Let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay, let's try it.
I can't do it. You can do it. I can
If we fill it with water.
Oh. It's there. It sinks.
Well, I don't know. It kind of floats in the middle, doesn't it?
Yeah, so let's just do sink.
Okay.
Because half of it's all the way down to the bottom.
That one got really wet.
Oh yeah, so I don't think we can use
Here's
it.
a napkin.
I don't think we can use it anymore.
Well, it'll dry. Okay, what's next?
A battery. We can't use that anymore.
Well, no, that's why we're using it in here, because it already is gone. So, what do you think will happen with the battery? Will it sink or will it float?
Float.
Float? Let's see what happens.
Sink.
That sank really fast, huh?
Yeah, I'll get it. Here, whoa, it won't really work.
Try your hand up.
Here.
Oh, thank you. And what's next?
Necklace.
Necklace.
Can we use the necklace again?
Yeah, it'll dry. So, what do you think will happen with the necklace? Sink or float?
Sink.
Sink? It sank! Sank pretty fast too, huh?
Yeah. It's hard to get these when it's all the way down.
Yeah. Let's...
Oh yeah, that got super wet.
Now is
Marker.
Okay, what do we think is going to happen with the marker?
Float.
Wait. I have to mark down your hypothesis. Float. Float! It floats! I thought it was going to sink.
Like,
I thought that's a big marker with heavy marker juice inside.
nope. Wrong though.
Next is,
A rubber band.
what do you think is going to happen? Sink or float?
Sink.
Sink?
Sink.
It sank.
I can't even, it's hard to see because when you drop it, sometimes at the mirror where it really isn't is.
That's true. That's called refraction. Next is,
A crayon.
okay, what do we think will happen with this? Sink or float?
Float.
Float? Okay, wait.
Sink.
It sank. I wasn't sure what was going to happen with that one.
Me either. Why did the water not change?
Well, it's not a marker. Crayon's made of wax, so the color doesn't leak out.
Only
What's
the
next?
marker was undone.
Right. What's next?
Stamp. I don't think it will get ruined.
Nope. But more importantly, will it sink or will it float? Float? Let's see. It does. It floats.
But if the cap was on, will it change the color?
Probably.
And it will be done and ruined.
That's true. And we don't want to ruin our stamp, right?
Yeah, because they don't have a lot.
Yeah. Next is,
A pencil.
so what do we think the pencil will do? Sink or float?
Float.
Float again? Okay. Whoa.
Float.
Floats.
Did you think it was going to float?
I did think that one was going to float.
It's wet. How can it get that soaking wet?
Well, I think it was more your whole hand in the water that got wet, not the pencil. Next is,
A sticker.
And
it's dry.
a dry sticker. Is that going to float or is that going to sink?
Sink.
Sink?
Whoa! So this is what the sticker looks like.
Now that it's wet, let's see what a wet sticker does.
It's gonna sink. No float.
Well, you can't just keep stirring it around.
If you force it, it can come down.
Right. But if you just leave it.
It will float. But if you force like that, it will come
So we'll put that one sideways. It depends.
down. Yeah.
Let me get it.
No, I got it. Drop it back in. I need to find it. Oh, where is it?
Don't splash too much. You're going to get the whole table wet.
I
Okay,
can't
I'm
see
getting
it.
it.
Why?
Because you're making a mess. Stop. It's in my hand.
Oh. This is so wet.
Yeah, because you keep
This is so
splashing
wet.
like it's a pool.
No, this is wet.
Oh, give me that one. Next is
A guy.
a guy. He's a happy guy. So what do you think happy guy's going to do? Float? Okay, let's see what happens.
Sink!
Whoa, sink.
Where is it?
Use your eyeballs.
There. It had a reflection there.
Yeah,
But it really was here.
yeah,
He's wet.
yeah.
The more wetter it is, if it goes all the way down.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Next is,
A baby sucker.
what's going to happen with this? Sink or float?
Float.
Float? It floats!
And if you force it down.
See, Amaya, but look. Reason everything's getting so wet is because you're putting your whole arm in the water. The point is not to splash in the water. The point is to do an experiment. And the experiment is over once we see if it sinks or floats. Okay? We can play in the water later.
Okay.
Next is a small rock. What do we think?
No, sink. Sink.
Sink? You sure? Okay. Sink. Let's see what happens. Whoa. That sank right to the bottom. didn't
Yeah,
it?
because it dropped in. Oh, I got it.
Good job.
It's a tiny rock.
Yeah. Next is...
A fish.
Is it a real fish?
No.
What is it?
A tracer fish.
A fish tracing. That's right.
Because my dad traced that.
That's true. See?
There.
So, what do we think the fish will do? Sink or float?
Sink.
Sink? Okay.
Do you think that will happen?
I think it's going to float. Let's see. Whoa. It floats. Even when you try to force it, it floats.
Well, let's see.
It's swimming to the top. Okay, we're almost done. Take it out.
It's now wet.
Yeah, it's wet.
Let's wipe it.
I can't
This
wipe
is
it.
not so wet.
It's not so wet.
Yeah,
We only
yeah.
have 2 left. Okay, what's next is All
My
right,
dad
nice.
traced that?
No, I drew that one.
Oh.
Which is it going to do? Sink or float? What? Float? Let's see. Float it is!
And even if you force it, look what's going to happen.
It's going to float to the top.
Yeah.
You can't even push it down because it wants to come up.
Yeah.
See? Okay.
The last one for the day.
The last one for the day is
A nail clipper.
nail clipper. What do you think this is going to do? Sink or float?
Float.
You think it's going to float?
Do
Okay,
you think so?
float. I think it's going to sink.
Whoa! How did it stand up?
Because the metal part is heavy and sinks, and the plastic part has air inside and floats. No matter what you put it in, it's going to go that way.
Wow.
So that is a float and a sink at the same time.
So we'll put it float in.
So that was pretty cool.
Daddy,
Yes.
here.
Thank you. So now we finished our experiment. And here are the results. You can see some of the things were the same as our hypothesis, like the glove and the marker and the hairband. Some of them were the opposite, like the candy cane and the matzah. And some of them, it depends. The sticker floated if you just leave it, but if you push it down, it stays sunk. And the nail clippers sank and float.
Can I show them?
Yes.
Because this part will not stay on, but this part, watch if you just drop it in. And it will just stay there. Here, Dad.
Thank
It's
you.
wet again.
Yeah.
Because I have to show them.
Yeah.
I want to play in the water.
Well, we can do that in a minute.
Okay.
Dry your hands.
Bye, guys.